Mark, clearly Leeds are a very good side. Are you disappointed you didn't give them a better game there?
Yes. Yeah, I am. I think for whatever reason, there's a lack of just a lack of confidence, a lack of playing the ball forwards for a start. You know, we want to play forwards. We want to. If you're playing backwards, you're inviting the press on. They press brilliantly. You know, that's how they're set up, and they've got players that are willing to do it. We need to get to that level. So we've got to keep working. It's not an ideal situation by any stretch of the imagination when you've got a group of players that were trying to take an easier option, so the ball got played long to try and relieve some pressure. And yeah, of course you've got to accept that pressure. There's life's pressure, you know. So this is a game of football. You know, they need to understand that. You've got to understand that. Whether young players or whatever, you know, players in general, just go out and enjoy things, because this is the best part of your day. This is the best part of your life. And it didn't look like that today. And you know, they looked like there was plenty of stresses on them, and that's got to change. It really has got to change, because this is unsustainable. You know, certainly unsustainable with the lack of results. I know that. The players just need to free themselves up and have a go. But Tuesday night's really important. The supporters were really good, to be fair, and they have been really good. But that wasn't anywhere near the levels that we've come to expect now. I think, you know, we talk about a really good squad. They are a really good squad. There's no doubt about it. There's just a little bit of negativity in there, a little bit of doubt, or certainly a little bit of loss of confidence for whatever reason. But that is, like I say, that is really, it's easily solvable. You know, it is easily solvable. But that's easy for me to say. You know, they've got to pick that up and work with that, and try and get themselves into a place where they're in that positive space again. Because only a few weeks ago they were playing some really good stuff, and you know, think back to the Spurs game where they were absolutely outstanding. But you know, it's been a tough week in terms of the mentality. But this is something that I've experienced a few times in my career, and they do come through it. It's as simple as that. It's just a moment, and I think that the pressure that people can feel in these situations might sort of exacerbate that. It shouldn't do for them. You know, they should come through it pretty quick, and they're resilient. You know, they'll show some resilience when they come through the other side of it. So don't always build that resilience up when things are going really, really well. You know, it's in adversity when you start to build that up. So I think nobody's running away. I think you've got to face everything like that head on and get on with things.
You talked before the game about trying to help the players with that. Do you think noises off are impacting on the players a little bit?
I honestly have no idea. You'd have to ask them. I think what I'm looking at there is showing me that. You know, it's showing me. I mean, obviously, getting Sheaf through 60 minutes was a really good and positive thing, because that gets him closer again. You know, and I've got to use him in that way. He's not going to get everything right to start with because he's been out for so long. So it's going to take him a little bit of time. He's playing catch up. But then when players came on, they impacted the game pretty well too. What was really disappointing is when we were getting the ball and had the ball in good spaces, they were there. They're not magnificent, you know. They're a really good team. They've got some really good players, but so have we. We want to try and go toe to toe with them and try, but we didn't do that. You know, we just didn't do that. We just didn't get the foothold in the game because we kept giving the ball away. You know, we gave it away too easily. And then you can't build anything into the game, and then it starts to breed a little bit of, or breeds that, or the confidence starts to sort of dissipate a little bit, and that's what we saw until the second half. And then when you're 3-0 down, you can go and play. You know, it frees you a little bit because it's self-fulfilling prophecy, isn't it? We've lost the game now, and we can go and enjoy ourselves. Brandon's had a brilliant effort on goal, and they're capable of doing it. And those moments in the game were far too few and far between for our support, which is really, really disappointing, and that's the thing that hurts the most. But it will get right. It will get put right.
Yeah, as you say, as far as we can see, you got a pretty warm reception from the fans at the end of the game. You feel a little bit for nearly 3,000 of them.
Honestly, you say a warm reception. I think they've been fantastic. They really have been fantastic, and I totally get people's frustrations, and that's normal. But just keep it in check, and let's just make sure that we work through this. And again, you rise together, you work through things together, and that's something that I will be forever grateful for.
And for you personally, do you feel you're able to work through this, and when the players' confidence is down a bit, does it affect you?
Of course, it affects you, because it's something that you don't want to experience it, but it's part of life. It's part of life as a football manager. It's part of life as a footballer. It's part of life in general. And if you feel the pressure, I mean, listen, if I can't handle that now after nearly 1,000 goals, 800 games, then it's a poor show. And yes, we can get through it, and we will get through it. This is just a moment in time. We've just got to double down on what we believe in, and keep giving it to the players. And the players understand that they've got to do that, and they've got to work and come through this as well, because it is them. It is about them. We've just got to give them that guidance and that support to be able to get through it. That's how life is now. It's changed. If you think you can go, the times when you stand in front and hammer people works, then I think you're mistaken, sadly mistaken. We've got to try and help them through it, understand what it is. This is normal. This is a normal thing, and obviously the reactions are going to be normal, because we haven't done what's been expected yet. We haven't performed as expected, and the supporters will wear it. They will be really, really patient if they can see the team having a real go on the pitch, and that's something we've got to get back to, and it's got to happen on Tuesday evening. And I don't mind really that being the pressure that's on them on Tuesday. Blackburn are having a really good start to the season. We've had probably one of the worst starts we could have hoped for, and we've got to change that, and change that quickly. I'm not stupid. I'm under no illusions. We've got to change it. It's unsustainable to be able to keep getting results with what we're getting. It's got to be better than that.
And you made 7 changes to this game. Do you feel you can keep making changes in this sort of situation?
Well, I think the places are up for grabs. I think 1 or 2 have played the way into contention, and 1 or 2 are sort of having a bit of a crisis of confidence or whatever. But it won't be knee jerk. I'll be planning things out as usual. But we've got to try and go and beat Blackburn Rovers on Tuesday at home in front of our home crowd, and get this game and last week out of our system quickly.
Jack Radoni, what's the problem there?
I brought him off because I didn't look. It's 3-0 down. We've got a game on Tuesday night. It's a chance to just get him off. He's played nearly every minute of every game so far. It just gives him a little bit of a breather, but gets Victor on the pitch. I thought Victor, when he came on, gave us a little bit more energy, and at that stage in the game, Rudy's been sort of on the periphery of things today, because we couldn't get the ball long enough and keep the ball long enough to get him in the game. Then he starts to go and look for the ball deeper, and that doesn't do us any favours either. So I'll look at that and obviously prepare properly for a game on Tuesday, which is really important.
Well, Ben, first, the good news. You got out there, played in home, so pleased at least with that.
Happy to be back out there. It's been a bit of a frustrating one for me personally, but it was nice to get a competitive start, first one obviously since the last game of last season. So I was pleased to get back out there, but obviously a disappointing day overall. But positive on the injury front.
Yeah, physically, it felt all right, did it?
Yeah, physically, felt pretty good. Obviously not match fit yet. That's going to take a little bit of time, but other than that, felt pretty good.
In terms of the game, it was a struggle to get into it, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, we kind of, didn't really start too well. Didn't probably put enough pressure on them. Maybe gave them a little bit too much respect and just didn't get after them in the right areas. And they had a few nice bits of play. They were decent in the first half, but we didn't really kind of lay a glove on them as such, really. And then, second half, start off okay, but then second goal kills it a little bit, and then we're trying to chase it the game. They sit in, and then we got to try and break them down a bit. It was just a disappointing day, really.
Yeah, because that second goal was the blow. You're thinking at half-time he's still in it despite them dominating, but as you say, he did seem to start those first few minutes pretty well. Yeah,
he wanted to get a bit more on the front foot, put a bit more pressure high up the pitch, and felt that way. And then they sort of had a bit of a break and get it down their right-hand side, and second goal kind of kills it a little bit.
The managers talk about perhaps confidence being down a bit and wanting the players to go out and enjoy themselves and appreciate what they're doing on a Saturday afternoon. Does it need some leadership among the players, do you think, to try and pull things round?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it does. We had a good chat in there after the game. Some positive bits came out of it. But yeah, we need to remember, we do this because we love it, and like the gaffer said, it's a Saturday afternoon. This is what you want to be doing. The game's going to get tough, but that's where you want to dig deep and relish in those moments. So yeah, we just got to find probably a little bit more grit and a little bit more quality on the ball today. I think we weren't good. We didn't use the ball very well when we had it, and that was probably a bit disappointing. Because that saves our legs as well. If we're good with the ball, then we don't have to run as much. So yeah, there's lots of things we can do better. But the good thing is we've got Tuesday, quick turnaround, and so it's a good opportunity to put it right.
Yeah, nearly 3,000 away fans here. I think by and large gave you a decent reception at the end of the game. Obviously disappointed for them. Yeah,
100%. They're fantastic. There's no secret how good our fans are. They were shouting to the very end, and we always respect and appreciate the support they give us, whether it's a good or bad performance. So we just want to give them something to cheer about on a Tuesday night at home. So hopefully we can do that.
Is it a case of just getting one good performance in there and then things will turn around?
I think so. Yeah, kind of. We've not really had too many 90-minute performances where we played well for the whole game. We've had a few good halves here and there, but we've not really strung a 90-minute good performance together. So I'm confident it will come. The confidence will definitely come within the group at some point. We just need it to click, and hopefully it will.
This is a difficult start again. I mean, you're getting used to them. It must be a bit frustrating the way you start.
Yeah. We've not started over the last 2-3 seasons very well. But once we find that togetherness and that that bit of momentum, then I'm sure we'll be fine.
Good job tonight. It's a game on Tuesday then against Blackburn, but they're doing rather well.
Yeah, I know they're doing well right now, but that's even more determination to bring them maybe back down to earth a little bit. So hopefully we can do that.
And the belief is still there, do you feel?
Yeah, definitely. The quality in the dressing room is pretty evident. It's just we haven't really put it together on a game day. I think the more confidence will come, the better we play, the better results that we have. So I'm sure it'll happen.